Yesterday was another busy and productive day. What do we get done? Well, we moved Granada. We moved the Granada so that we could get the engine hoist out of the shed and into here and set up the engine. This yesterday was an absolute tip. You couldn't walk, let alone lie down or sit or work or do anything. But now we use clear. This is my header for the Duratec. And by the way, Mr. Dillon, if you're listening, it is a Ford engine. It may well be out of a Mazda MX-5, but it clearly says somewhere there, I need a light, I know, but it says Fomoco. So it says Fomoco all over the Fomocoing thing. So it's a Ford engine. Right, so that's the header, that's the engine and gearbox, it's laid out. We're in a position now where I can start to strip the intake off. I have an intake somewhere. I think it's in a box here. Got an intake for it, a plenum. So we just mount, I'm not going throttle bodies because this is going to be a road car as well. And it's not just like all out screaming 8,000 RPM all the time. It needs to have some drivability. So we're going for a plenum. We'll put a single throttle body on it. It'll be quite large, I'm sure. But yeah, we can start working on that while we're waiting for paint to dry and things like that. So we moved the Granada, we did all that, we cleared all the crap out. Oh, it's not crap actually, sorry. I shouldn't call it crap. That's why it was in there, because it was all important stuff. And now all the important stuff is in these important boxes. So we have drawers for Scotch-Brite. We have drawers for cups, spray cups. But to be honest with you, I'm going to pack those away again in their respective boxes. The lads did this for me while I was underneath the car grinding down those welds for the seat base. So I've got rags, got filters, got paper, got abranet, got everything you can imagine, tack rags and paint suits, and everything is in there. So all we need to do now is got the cover, is keep it covered up so it doesn't get all crap in there. I've got nowhere else to put it. It has to be in this room. It's the driest, safest room, and it's raining every day at the moment. So the car now is covered up. Obviously you can see we want to keep it clean and protected, and we cleared the space here to work on the doors. Now what I did is I fashioned these hanger mounts for the doors. This will allow me to spray the inside of them. So I can put a plastic sheet up along the wall. It's not a wall, it's actually double sliding doors, barn doors. This is how we get the cars in and out. But we can put a plastic sheet up. Just turn that fan off because it's probably annoying. We can put plastic sheets up, get all ready. The doors actually will have to flip to the outside, inside out, and they can be done. But before I do that, yesterday what we did was pull the trims off. There were still door locks in there, catches, door locks, all that sort of stuff. We pulled all that out, and what I've got to do now is go over them. These have been repainted. It's particularly nasty on this one, quite thick. So I'm going to sand this all down. So it's not done on the car, but like there's a dent here. There's a dent there. I've marked this one up with dings and dents. So I'm going to do the repair of those in this position. The final sanding can be done on the car. What I do is cut an old tyre in half, stuck it on a barrel, and then the other half of the barrel, the other half of the tyre, I can actually angle, and it's not going to damage door, and it's nice and safe on there. It's not going to slip off, it's not going to get scratched. So this is my workstation for prepping the doors up. So I'm going to start that today. I should just get the old compressor going. Maybe just check the oil on it because it's going to be running for a while, and just start grinding this down, getting a layer of paint off. I want to try and hammer and dolly these little things out as much as possible. I'm not just going to fill them. We'll try and dress them out. Minimum filler possible going in it. So that is that. Space, doors, your method of painting them. So once this is sort of like, I don't know, 70-80% done, we get them then painted. Because I don't really want to have the inside painted, then have to do all this stuff on the outside with the risk of overspray and scratching and whatnot. So lots of good suggestions from you guys on which is the best way to do this, and I'm sort of happy with the process I've got now. So sort of stolen a bit from everybody's suggestion. Bonnet and boot, they will probably be next on in line on that one. Look at this. Got the whiteboard up. Today is, I don't know if I mentioned it, day 13, 50 to go. I'll change that tomorrow. It'll have another number on it. Right, I've got 4 headings on here at the moment, the interior. So we want to put the wiring loom in. We'll clean it first before we put it in, but I want to get it in. But because of the way it's got to go in through the fuse box hole in the bulkhead. Now that's not been painted yet. So what I might just do, probably best just doing a whole lot. I was thinking of just like doing a small area of paint where that goes in, because then I don't have to mask it up later. I'm thinking I'm probably better just painting the engine bay and having it done. I mean, it's all in primer already. We primed that a long time ago when we finished welding. So that's all in primer. So really, could mask off the inside, sand it all down. I've got some rust, but it's rust where the grinding dust has got wet. The grinding dust sort of hits the paint and sticks to it, and then gets wet and goes rusty. I've got some acid, oxalic acid, to clean that off. So we'll wash the whole thing out with oxalic acid, and then sand it down, and we can paint that white. We can get that done, and then it is done, isn't it? So not just paint bulkhead then, paint the engine bay, and then we can put the loom in. We've got doors. I've just gone through what we're going to do there. Sand exterior, do the dents, prime, fill, seal it inside, paint the inside, and then hang on car and finish them off, do the body lines and whatnot. I've got this in dual language for any of our overseas cousins from good old US of A. I'm sure you can understand that. Engine, sometimes we call these a lump for obvious reasons. So that's get the loom. I've got to buy an air compressor for it, a serpent belt, actually a pulley as well is damaged. And if anybody's got any ideas on how to clean the alley on an engine when it's got that sort of white residue on engine and box, I've got a jet wash, but what's the best sort of cleaning agent for that? Is it an alloy wheel cleaner? Is it oven cleaner? Is it acid? Something obviously that's not going to do any damage. I'm not going to sandblast it, of course. And then a running gear, onto the running gear. Probably more headings I need, but these are just the ones I could think of for now. So I've got to clean up the back axle by gateless for the drive shaft. I've got fine front shocks. So I was going to maybe put, like, you can get BMW stuff over here, like second hand, from cut cars that are coming from Japan. And I've seen lots and lots of like, I don't know, coilovers from like, I can't remember the name now, whatever they are, doesn't matter, brand name coilovers. And I thought I might be able to adapt those to go into the Sierra hub, Unfortunately, the diameter of the shock on the E46 is a lot bigger than the hole in the diameter on the hub on the Sierra, and it's just not going to work. So I think I'm actually just going to bite the bullet and get some proper coilovers for this. But I'm a bit reluctant to buy gas coilovers because the ones that I put on this Escort, on the Mark II Escort, the adjuster on it just spins. So I don't really, not too sure. I mean, they're brand new, and I can't adjust one of them anymore. So that sort of put me off them a little bit. Anybody got any suggestions for good coilovers? Let me know. Right, we're in 10 minutes. Blimey, I have been rattling on today. We will see you tomorrow. It was quite a productive day yesterday. Today, a little less. The number of things I do will be less, but the work still, a lot. Let's get on with the doors. Cheers for now. Bye.